guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a first impressions and a little bit of a wear test. I'm going to wear it as long as I can, of the Becca Ultimate Coverage Complexion Cream in shade Shell. So if you're interested in seeing how this foundation applies and wears throughout my day, please stay tuned. Okay guys, let's do this. As always, I will be doing one half of my face with the brush and the other half with the beauty blender to see which application I like better, and we'll go from there. Okay. That would be why it's not pumping out. There is no pump attachment. So this will be going back no matter what, even if I like it.
This is ridiculous.
It is already 1 o'clock. I got a ridiculously late start today, and so I don't know how long of a wear test I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to shoot for at least 8 hours, but we'll just see. So I'm going to start with the brush on this side of my face. That is pretty dang light. Vox Clean. Foundation Redefined. Ultimate coverage in a surprisingly weightless and breathable cream. A perfectly balanced distribution of pigment and water at uniquely high concentrations allows this formula to adapt to all skin types. Lightweight and oil-free, it creates a second skin effect of undetectable, flexible coverage with a natural, long-wearing finish. 21% pigment ensures that uneven texture, redness, hyperpigmentation, and other imperfections are completely concealed. 22% water adds hydration and an elastic finish to prevent pigments from settling into lines, dryness, or pores. You get a pretty decent level of coverage. I would say light to medium coverage on that first layer. When I'm done, I'll get up a little bit closer so you guys can see the application. So that wasn't a pump, it was like 3 scrapes of the little tiny thing that's remaining in here. Sorry, but for the price of this foundation, not cool. I do like how it adhered to my skin with the brush. Normally with brushes, because I have oily combination skin, it just tends to move around. It doesn't really adhere very well with most foundations. This does adhere very well. Still a little tacky. But I don't have any streaks or anything from the brush, so that's good. Definitely prefer the coverage level with the Beauty Blender and the finish. So can you guys see like how much more coverage I got with the Beauty Blender? When I'm building up product, I like to actually load it on the sponge first and then go in and tap where I need it. Yeah, it's just sitting on the skin so much better on the side with the Beauty Blender. You can still see my hyperpigmentation and stuff peeking through, which it claims to ensure that uneven texture, redness, hyperpigmentation, and other imperfection are completely concealed. It does offer good I mean, I would say it's about a medium. This looks so ridiculous. It's about a medium coverage. All right, that's how it looks just applied. It has a little bit of a glow. It's not a flat matte. I don't like how it is looking around the pores at the base of my nose. I have really large pores anyway, and it keeps settling into my smile lines and my forehead crease pretty dang easily. I just feel like it looks really heavy. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below, please. I'm going to take my Tarte Shape Tape is the lightest concealer that I have. I'm going to take just a tiny bit of that and dot it underneath my eye, and then a little bit of my Maybelline Better Skin Superstay Concealer and tap that in between the dots. This doesn't offer a super high level of coverage like a Tarte Shape Tape or anything like that, but it has a really nice finish and I like the two mixed together. And I'm going to try to keep that just right under the eye so that we don't interfere with the foundation wear. This looks so ridiculous, it's so pale. It's pretty tacky still, and how much it keeps creasing into my wrinkles and stuff, I'm gonna set it. I'm gonna go off camera, do the rest of my makeup. I'll be right back and show you guys the final look. All right, full disclosure, I did not like at all how my products blended on top of this. I set my face with my RCMA No Color Powder. That powder doesn't tend to change the wear of the foundation, but it does help set it so that I can blend powder products on top of foundations that tend to be more tacky. So I used that, and then when I went to buff my bronzer on top of it, it started getting really, like it was lifting off the foundation in just parts, and I wasn't even buffing the brush, I was just like patting it in. It almost like completely removed the foundation in this spot here, and where it does remain, it's very blotchy. So far I am very honestly not impressed with this foundation. I don't care for the way it looks on my skin, and I don't care for the way products blended out on top of it. I was able to salvage it. I used, in case you guys are curious, on my eyes is my Huda Beauty Desert Dust palette, and bronzer is my number 7 bronzer in shade Maple. I've used this product so many times since I got it, and I've never had an issue with it being blotchy. It's not the bronzer's fault. And then because I wanted to darken it up a little bit because it was still incredibly too light, I did use my Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder. This is shade Fair Light. I usually use this for under my eyes, and I used it on my whole face, and it's still darker than the foundation was. I will check back in with you guys in, well, as long as I can, and we will see how it wears throughout the day. Again, oily combination skin. So sometimes foundations that I don't care for right away will actually wear better throughout the day. You just gotta kind of weigh the benefits. We'll see on this one how it does. Good evening. It is 8:04 p.m. So the foundation's been on for 7 hours. I made it 7 hours. It is late, so and it's a school night, so I gotta get the kiddo ready for bed. I can't do any longer than that. I will zoom in to give you guys a close-up of my final opinion on the foundation. I don't love it. I'm gonna be very honest. If this was a $12 foundation from the drugstore, I would be a little bit more forgiving, but it is a $44 foundation. Held up well on my cheeks, looks awful around my lip and chin area. It's breaking apart and it's very textured. I just really don't like it. I don't like it around my nose. It's doing a fair job at controlling the oil. I hope the texture is picking up around my mouth that you guys can see. A price to me has a lot to do with how forgiving I am with things in a foundation, and for $44 I expect a foundation to hold up better than a $12 or $13 foundation. I just do. I feel like it didn't live up to any of its product claims, and I don't love it. I wouldn't recommend it. It does have 4 out of 5 star reviews, so it's definitely a liked foundation. I just can't justify liking it for this price point. It's not a bad foundation. I just, again, for the price, you can get a drugstore foundation that looks exactly the same. So why spend $44? Let me know what your thoughts are on this foundation. I just don't love it. I don't love the texture. I don't love the finish. It does nothing to help minimize my pores. The only positive is that it did help control my oil. That's the only positive that I like about this foundation. Everything else, not worth the money. Have a good night, you guys. Bye-bye.